So first I'm measuring my curtain. So for this video, we'll assume that the width of my curtain is about 13 inches. And so I've cut the width to be 40 because I want it to be about 3 times the width, so I get more gathers when we hang our curtain. So now I'm pinning the sides. So keep in mind that we're pinning the left, right, and bottom of our curtain, not the top. We're leaving the top raw for now. You'll see why later. So we're pinning, ensuring that all 2 sides and the bottom are pinned. So when we're ready to sew, it's much easier. So there it is, showing you the 3 corners that are pinned, and then I'm going to put that aside for a little. And here I'm going to show you where we want our trimming to fall. So remember, we are cutting a trimming for the top part of the curtain, so we want it to be about 5 inches from the top, 4 to 5 inches. So that's what I'm showing you. We want it to fall about there. So there we get an idea as to where it will fall. And now what we'll do is to get a piece of fabric and cut the same width. So we still want it to be 40, just like the main part of our curtain. So it would be 40 inches wide and 5 inches long. Because remember, it's just a trimming, so it wouldn't be the same length as the curtain. So here we're also preparing this for our machine later. So we're tucking the bottom and the 2 sides and pinning it, so it will make it easier for when it's time for us to sew. So that's what I'm doing there. And here we're going to the machine to start our sewing. So we're going to start off with the big piece, which is the main part of our curtain. And here I am sewing, removing the pins as I go. You see how the pins really make it easier. You just have to remove them, make sure you keep your edges tucked in, and you sew. And one of the hard parts is always the corners, taking the corners. So we're going to tuck in the corner, we're going to go over the little fold, and then we're going to turn. And this turning helps us to keep going. So we turn and we continue folding, tucking in as we remove the pins and going around. But remember, we're not going all the way around, just the 2 sides as well as the bottom. And you'll see why soon, that we're not doing the top as yet. And there we go, we tuck in as we sew, removing our pins, and we are sewing. I know it can be very tedious as you go. And here we are doing the small piece. So remember that small trimming, and we're going to do the same. We're doing the 2 sides as well as the bottom. So here I am taking the corner, and yes, that's one of the parts that's always hardest. here we are. The two pieces are finished to an extent. So we have both our big piece and our trimming, and now what we're gonna do is to lay them on each other. So the trimming would be laid both right sides facing forward, and what we will do is line them up so they're at the top, and then we'll fold just as how we tucked in the edges. We fold about 1 inch because this is the space that we're gonna put our curtain rod or whatever we're putting through there to keep our curtains up. So we put them right sides facing forward, and we tuck the raw edges under, so we maintain our neat look, and we pin straight across. So we line up, we tuck and pin, and we keep doing that until we're all the way across. There I am showing you the 1 inch. Line up, tuck, pin. Double checking, and the pinning process continues. There we have it, and we are ready to sew. So we're gonna sew along our pins, leaving that space there for after. So let's get ready for the machine. Along the pins, removing the pins as we go because we don't want this machine needle to break with this pin. So we remove them as we go. We sew, and we're going straight across. And y'all just trust the process. Trust the process. You will see soon the result. So there we have it. We have sewn right across. And now what do? Well, remember this is just a miniature showing you how to do it, so I'm just gonna get a random piece of cord to show you how it would look if it was to hang at your window. So there I am trying to force it in, and this is how it looks. Look at it. So of course you can make your trimming longer if you want your trimming to hang longer, but this gives you an idea as to the technique, what to do. That's how our trimming looks, and this is how we have our full gathered curtain. So isn't it beautiful? I'm so proud of it. So this, what you have to do when you're doing yours, you just make yours the size as you desire, and I'm just showing you how neat it looks with our edges all tucked in, so we have no fraying, and it looks well done. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below.